guys, it's Akiwa here, back with another video. So today's video is gonna be a story time. If you didn't watch my last story time, make sure you tap in. I'm gonna be doing a lot of story times on this channel because I have a lot to talk about. And also, if you can, please leave a like or comment or subscribe to my channel. Like, I'm filming this video for y'all right now in my house with no AC. Our AC has been broken for a few days. Like, some people came out to fix it, and I guess they don't know how to do their job because it's not fixed. You can see the fan going crazy in the back. Like, I'm dedicated. I'm recording this video for y'all because I care. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please like, comment, subscribe, share, everything. And yeah, I live in Georgia, so it's like 90 degrees outside right now, so it's hot. Today's story time, as you can tell from the title, if he works at Walmart, run. Run. Okay, I know what I'm talking about because I've talked to at least 4 guys who worked at Walmart, and every single one of those times turned out bad. But this story is specifically about my ex, who is the same guy from my previous story time. His experience at Walmart was a little bit different, literally. My ex, he used to work in the back. He was one of the people who would put groceries in people's cars, and so they spent a lot of time in the back organizing like the orders and stuff and going in and out, putting stuff in people's cars. And as you know, Walmart has a lot of workers and they get real friendly. They spend all that time together in the back and they just be talking. So my ex had a little friend group at Walmart, and there was a girl, we're gonna give her the name SpongeBob because she was real friendly with her coworkers, just like SpongeBob be real friendly with Squidward, okay? And SpongeBob was dating one of their coworkers who was in the friend group. We're just gonna call him Patrick, so know that SpongeBob and Patrick go together. So SpongeBob was real close with my ex, like too close for comfort, and I had tried to tell him like, I don't really like that. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I don't trust what's going on here. Like I said, SpongeBob was dating Patrick, and Patrick was in the friend group, and so he was like, oh, that's like my boy's girl, like, you know, I don't want her, like, you know, all of that. But let me give y'all some examples. SpongeBob would literally post my ex on her spam. She would FaceTime my ex and like the other Walmart friends. They would be on group FaceTime outside of work, but not with Patrick on the call. Like, it would literally just be them and her, and she would FaceTime them asking, oh, like, what do you think about my outfit, like stuff like that. And I'm just like, do you not have any other friends? Do you not have any girlfriends? Like, why are you calling these boys who aren't your boyfriend, talking to them about stuff that you could talk to literally anybody else about, right? So I was already kind of side-eyeing that friendship. I was just like, I don't trust this. SpongeBob knew that me and my ex were dating because my ex used to always be on FaceTime with me while he was back there. It would be nosy and, you know, ask him who he's talking to and stuff. So I have seen some of his friends, and I literally talked to SpongeBob on FaceTime. You know, she came on FaceTime like, awesome. Oh, you're so pretty. Like, you know how that goes, because some girls, yeah, they be all in your face trying to be all nice and stuff like that, and don't trust them. If you haven't watched my other story time, please go do it because you got to get caught up because it has all the lore behind my ex and this crazy man. But if you did watch my last story time, you would remember I talked about there was a time during my first semester of college where me and him were not doing good. Like, it was the worst our relationship had ever been. And during that first semester, he was still working at Walmart and everything. Now, SpongeBob, she was in college, and she went to college in Alabama. And me and my ex, we share a location with each other. We share a location on Find My and Life 360. But at this point, every time me and him would argue, we would kick each other out the circle or like delete the app and like all types of stuff. So Life 360, I'm not really sure that we were using it at this point. I can't remember because it was just so much drama, so much stuff going on. But I know we were using Find My still. So this particular day, I don't even remember us getting in an argument or anything. It was just really random, but like his location wasn't coming up. And, you know, I started to get suspicious. I'm like, why is your location off? I was trying to call him, trying to text him. Wasn't answering my calls or texts, like basically just ignoring me. And at this point, I was about to start contacting the Walmart friends and asking them like, what is he doing? Because I just had a feeling, like I had a gut feeling that he was with them, because I'm like, well, if he's at work, he's probably around them, and I could just tell them to tell him to call me, like all of that. But like the thing is, I had their Instagrams and we didn't follow each other on Instagram, so if I were to text them or call them, it would be in their requests and like all of that. So I didn't even bother doing that. At one point I was able to get through to my ex because I think I had called him off of his iCloud or something. Like instead of using his phone number, I called him off like something else, and he finally picked up, and I'm just like, what have you been doing? What are you doing? I can hear in the background there's like other people in the room, whatever. He's like, oh, I went on a road trip with my friends, the Walmart friends. I'm like, what? And so he's like, yeah, I went on a road trip, and it's nighttime at this point, and it's the middle of the week too. I'm basically just like, so where are you at then? Like, if it's the middle of the week and you went on a road trip, where did you go? And he's like, oh, well, I just texted my friends and asked them, did they want to come with me to SpongeBob's dorm? And I'm like, why? Why are you taking a road trip, going to this girl's dorm in the middle of the night, driving all the way to Alabama? I'm mad, bro. I'm like, why did you drive to Alabama to go see SpongeBob, and when I want you to come see me? Like, I go to school in Atlanta, and he lived in Metro Atlanta area, so it's like a 40-minute drive without traffic. So I'm like, when I want you to come see me, you can't come see me, but you can drive all the way to Alabama to go be in this girl's dorm. If you watched my last story time, you would know he has a history of cheating. So my next question is, are y'all smashing? What's really going on? He's like, oh, well, I wasn't feeling good, because I'm starting to remember, I'm pretty sure me and him had an argument, and then maybe that's why I wasn't tripping that much about him not like answering my calls and texting. It was really the location that had me like, what are you doing? Yeah, he was like, oh, I just wanted to get my mind off of things, and I wanted to talk to some people, so that's why I invited my friends to come with me to go see her. And I'm just like it's really not clicking. Like, nothing is making sense, because it's just, it doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? And why would you do that? Because I would have did that. If I would have went on a road trip to a boys' dorm in the middle of the night, oh, I would not hear the end of it. He would have been pissed. He would have blocked me. He wouldn't talk to me again. So what's really going on, okay? And the thing is, like I said, they were a little Walmart friend group, and they all went to go see SpongeBob. Patrick wasn't invited. So I'm like, y'all going to go see SpongeBob, and you didn't even invite her boyfriend. So this is even more suspicious. I'm like, does Patrick know that y'all went to go see her? And he's like, no, we didn't tell. Honestly, it sounded like choo-choo. Something like a train. Like, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a train. He claims that their other friend, this guy, we're gonna call him Snake, because he did some fake stuff, as you will hear as we continue this story. But yeah, so he's like, oh, Snake needed a retwist, and we came so SpongeBob could give Snake a retwist. And it was my ex, Snake, another friend who is a guy, and then SpongeBob and her roommate all in the room together. So I'm just like, and when I told him, I was like, well, it doesn't take all that many people for Snake to get a retwist. And Snake also had his own car. So if Snake needed to go get a retwist, why are you picking up Snake and taking him to Alabama? Like, none of it is making sense. I was crying because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe you went to SpongeBob's dorm in the middle of the night and tried to hide it from me, and you're acting like this is okay. And I know my roommate was fed up with me, because one thing about me, I used to be in that dorm crying, like, over this boy, over my ex. I used to be crying a lot. So she probably used to think I was crazy, but I don't know. Like I said, you gotta watch the last story time, because I've been through a lot, but still growing. They all come back from the little road trip or whatever, and then some time goes by. There's some drama because SpongeBob goes back to work. It's Christmas break, and when she comes back, everybody, one thing about the Walmart people, they know everybody's business. Like, there were no secrets in that store. Everybody knew what everybody was doing. And so Snake, Patrick, my ex, and the other friend all still work there. Like, nobody left. She's basically telling Patrick that he needs to get tested for chlamydia because she ended up testing positive and she doesn't know how she got it. She claimed she got it from contact, which is a myth. Chlamydia is a sexually transmitted disease. You're not going to get chlamydia from touching something. That's not how that works. But she kept trying to convince Patrick that's what happened. And Patrick was still like talking to her. Like, he was just like, he was mad, but then he was like, okay, he believed her or whatever. And then something about SpongeBob, she was an attention seeker. Patrick will always be texting my ex and the other guys in the friend group trying to get them to check in on SpongeBob because he'd be like, oh, me and SpongeBob got in an argument and she said she's gonna delete herself and can y'all check on her and blah blah blah. She was on her Hannah Baker stuff, but not for real. She was doing it for attention. Like, that girl was not gonna hurt herself. It was never that deep. But she would keep saying, oh, I'm gonna hurt myself, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So, and honestly, like, I had got kind of tired of that too, because I'm talking to my ex. I'm like, why are you always talking to this girl? Like, can you just leave her alone? Like, she's not gonna do anything. It was just really annoying. It came out that around Christmas, SpongeBob and Snake linked up. She went to Snake's house and she had sex with Snake. At this point, I'm like, and SpongeBob had sex with Snake. And then he told me that she was also trying to talk to this other guy who was in the friend group. I'm just like, can't you see, like, this girl is bouncing around the friend group? Like, you're next. Because I had been telling him, I was like, she wants you. And he was trying to gaslight me, act like I'm crazy, act like that girl didn't want him. She's going around the whole friend group. You're coming at some point. Like, you're coming up. Honestly, my ex claims they didn't do anything together, but he's a liar, like, heavy on that. So, can we believe that nothing happened? Probably not. But that's about everything that happened. So, that was the story time. This was much shorter than the last one, but I have, like, some short story times, some long story times. You know, I gotta switch it up. But if anything you take away from this video, if you're gonna talk to a guy who works at Walmart, be weary, be cautious, because they are mad friendly at that store and they know everybody's business. And yeah, a lot of them date each other and it's messy. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Make sure you stay tapped in. I got a lot more stuff coming. You know, just started my YouTube channel. So if you are watching, thank you for supporting me. And make sure you come back and watch next week because I make weekly uploads. Bye.